I really didn't want to do this, but I think it's going to look better. Now, I know this is one of the modifications that everyone does when they first get a golf cart, if it's brand new or brand used or whatever. This is like the go-to thing. Everyone does this first. I still didn't want to do it. But sometimes you just know maybe it's for the best. Now, I've enjoyed my golf cart not having it for so long, but I still feel like it's missing something. But if you haven't figured it out yet, I think it's time for WLKNTALL to finally get a back seat. Definitely need to turn the air conditioner on because it is warm this week in South Carolina. It's been in the 90s. Humidity's up. I mean, it's just crazy. But I know what you're thinking. Why am I wearing a long sleeve shirt? I feel more comfortable in these, to be honest with you. But that's what the deal is. So yeah, in today's video, I'm gonna put a back seat kit on here. And I have some Lazy Life seats that matches these that I took off of the lifted limo a long time ago. I'm gonna put those in the back as well. Probably gonna have to get rid of the trailer hitch. Not sure if we're gonna be able to keep the bumper or not. Not exactly sure, but that's what the deal is, and just gotta get started. This is not a sponsored video. However, I did purchase this from the guys over at golfcartstuff.com. I will give them a plug. I have worked with them in the past, and I called them up. I was really wanting to have this seat on the golf cart before this weekend, and I ordered this right here from them on Tuesday. Today's Thursday, and I wanted to be sure I had it for this weekend. We have like our 4th of July festivities at Uptown this weekend. I was wanting to carry WLKNTALL with me, and just without it having no back seat and even no bed, I just didn't want to carry it like that. I actually found a used bed on Facebook Marketplace. I was going to paint and put that on. The guy never would respond to me, so no big deal. Went ahead with the seat route. The seats that I got are black, and I have another golf cart that we're probably gonna build to flip in the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna just keep these for that back seat and put the Lazy Lifes on this one. So this is not gonna be a full tutorial on this, but I wanted to make a video for you guys to come out and hang out with me today. I don't know, might be 10, 15 minutes long, not exactly sure. So we're gonna get started. So the seat kit I ordered, I believe this is a 2000 plus seat kit. I can't really tell you what year the golf cart is. The frame's an 84, the body's from a 03, the rear end's from a Precedent. It's got 3 different lift kits on it. Wheels are from a Polaris, or they're made for a Polaris. It's got, you know, if you've seen the series on WLKNTALL, you would kind of know. It's kind of like that Johnny Cash song, one piece at a time. And, well, that's how I got this. So, yeah. Like I said, it's not going to be a tutorial. Just come hang out with me. All right, guys, before we get started working, I just want to stop the video real quick and tell each and every one of you guys thank you. We hit a milestone of 100,000 subscribers like last week or week before, and finally got my plaque in. So I just want to tell each and every one of you guys thank you. You helped me accomplish this. This is just a goal. As people ask me if I made any extra money by that, and you don't. It's just a plaque. But I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. One thing I'm gonna do on this video too probably is when we mount these front seats again, I had to put like lag bolts into here because I used these brackets from the old DS, and these seats were made for a Precedent. So Probably will put something between these seats to space them out and make them look better than they look now, because I do not like that. So looking at the instructions real quick, I think the first thing we're gonna do, we went ahead and remove the seat. We're gonna remove the back seats as well. Now it talks about instructions to remove this center portion here, but I can access these bolts right here directly through the fender well opening. So I'm not planning on removing this, so I won't have to. Oh, she is naked. You know, I've always felt weird calling things he's or she's and all of that, but anywhere, especially in the world we live in today, you never know what something could be. So if I say she's bad, she could have been a he. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, that's what we got going on. We went ahead and took that off. Yes, I know. You're probably looking at that thinking, ooh, what happened? This happened when this golf cart body was on the big limo that I had a while back. It was the, 8-passenger limo. It made that, it's ugly. I know it is. I'm not gonna go to the point of removing everything just to fix this because, well, I drive this golf cart everywhere. In fact, somebody said, look at this redneck in Monk's Corner going to the Walmart. Well, I got off my diet and I was going to Chick-fil-A to get me a milkshake. And there I was. He called me a redneck, which is, I mean, you call it like you see it. I mean, this is kind of a redneck here. But anyways, let's get back to it. Sitting here looking at the instructions, right? I got these 2 uprights here installed. I just used the same hardware that I took off since it was pretty much new there. It was a little bit shorter, easier to access through the wheel well opening. I put their hardware there. Check this out. I was looking on here. Looks like I'm gonna have to remove the bumper and the hitch, which hitch was okay. I really like my bumper though. I have this instruction booklet out here and I should be reading it, but I'm not. Here's why. See, the Z bracket right there goes up underneath here. Well, you know, I just got in a hurry and, well, no Z brackets. Gotta take that back apart. So, goes to show you, every time you see these instructions doesn't mean I'm always reading them. So anyways, a little update, it's coming together. I do like the fact that the footrest really gets really up close to the body here. Most back seat kits on most carts, they'll have like a gap back here. I like this right here a lot. You know, I really hated getting rid of the bumper and the trailer hitch, but I do like that. I also like that these right here bars do not interfere with taillight housings on both sides. I think that looks pretty good. Up here looks pretty good so far. Got a diamond plate for, you know, say we're having it down with a cooler back there or whatever. I like that. But I'm continuing to work. I'll pick you back up in just a minute. All right, so we have made it this far here and it doesn't look bad, okay? I kind of dig it, kind of. Not 100%, but I don't mind it back there. I'd rather something else be on the back of the golf cart than nothing. And so I did not know that it came with this bracket here. So I'm gonna put that on next. So it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm kind of at a stopping point. Not exactly happy with the way the seats are turning out. I'll pick you back up in the morning when I get some rest and see if we can figure these seat backs out. I'm just not happy with that at all. All right, so it's the next day. I went and bolted these seats up. I went ahead and bolted or screwed down the bottom portion of the rear seat. Okay, this corner here and this corner here touches here and here. So it's too wide, it's too much cushion right here. I think a stock cushion must end right there somewhere. So that is touching here and there. So that seat's not gonna flip, you know, 180 and lay flat into a bed, okay? So that's number one issue there. Number two is the way I have these seats mounted. I wanted to mount them where this bottom seat here could still raise up and down, and it does. Okay, next problem is mounting this seat back here on this right here post, or these two posts. One thing that's happening is if I go too high with it, it's running in to the top of this right here seat back there. So what I'm thinking of having to do is either use some type of bracket, you know, like a block here to move them out. That way I can move them up a little bit higher, but it won't interfere up here. So anyways, we're just working on that, just trying to get it done. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty decent with that back seat back there. This is what the seat back looks like here for the front seat. And since that was for the president had this bracket on there. So I found this bracket here. When I say I keep everything, I mean I keep everything. And I went ahead and took the measurement here from this top hole here. That made me a mark against that bottom hole. I'm gonna drill the hole right here on that mark. That way I can align this right here hole and then that hole there between this one and there on the seat back. There's that little piece of plate that I made there, that 1/2 inch PVC. I think it's 5/8 PVC, but I rounded the edges, just threw the bolts in there. I think it looks pretty decent. Now the seats aren't going to flex in and out, and they're not gonna wanna pivot either, so. Well guys, there it is. It is done all the way. Seat's done. Not that big of a fan. Seems like this right here, footrest, it seems like it's like bowing down a little bit. Maybe that's normal. I don't know, maybe it's just my misconception there. Remounted the reverse lights like that. I just need to tie the wires up one more time there. I had those mounted a little bit further apart, so I went ahead and pointed them away from each other, and had them mounted on the trailer hitch bracket, but it doesn't look too bad, I reckon. I don't know, just, it is what it is. I still feel like this right here is leaning down a little bit, and maybe it's not. But seats are mounted. So, yeah, doesn't look too bad. I've already sat on the back of it. I mean, it holds me, and you know, that's 260 pounds, so, you know, give or take or whatever. So anyways, I mean, that's going there, maybe just for little kids only. So I was concerned about the rear seat touching speakers. It doesn't. All of that's still good to go. I need to blow that out, but yeah, it's on there. And I also mounted that piece in the middle so the seats doesn't move in or out or flex or anything. So I'm happy with that as well. I didn't want to do it because everybody has back seats on golf carts, and I didn't want mine to look like everybody else's, but I think it looks a little bit better having something on the back of this cart. Well, here it is. She's out in the sun. I think the back seat really adds character to the cart itself. I think it looks better. Before, I really thought that, you know, behind the golf cart just was kind of blank, kind of like a voided area. And well, that really ties it up there, you know. Doesn't look bad. I like the seat out here in the sun, but there she is. I do like it. We'll go again. All right, we're going again, Aunt Brooke.
Hey, Bubba.